Okay, this is the story of how I got my favorite band, Arkells, to come and play a private concert for me and 80 of my friends on a rooftop in Brooklyn, like as the sun was setting. Let me just say, this is the coolest thing I've ever done in my life. Like, it's not even close. Like, not to say I do a ton of cool shit, but this was like, looking back, have no idea how I pulled it off. So I want to just give like a little bit of backstory to how this all happened. I own this non-alcoholic seltzer company, so we make like these sophisticated seltzers, goldies. Like this one's like a yuzu prosecco spritz thing, and I can them at this factory in Gowanus, which is a neighborhood in Brooklyn called Brooklyn Cannery. About 2 months ago, I'm at Brooklyn Cannery, and the guy who owns it, Mache, who's been a good friend of mine and a bit of a mentor now at this point, he invites me to a So Far Sounds concert that he's having at this venue that he owns, the factory. And I think initially it's going to be at this factory, and I go up and it's in this loft style space that is like beautiful poured concrete. And while I'm there, there's this young band called Soapbox Sounds, and it's this guy John and his girlfriend who are playing at this So Far Sounds concert. And Mache makes this comment to me. He's like, man, I love this space. I wish we could do more live music here, live comedy, stream music, all this shit. So I had this idea that I was like, oh man, that's really cool. I would love to do some events there. So then, put that aside. Separately, my favorite band, Arkells, they're huge back home in Toronto. They're a Canadian band. They play like, they play sold out. They sell out stadiums back home in Canada. There's the coolest fucking dudes. They play like this halftime show. They had just won like a Juno, which is the Canadian Grammys. I knew that they were coming to town, and I looked over at Mache and I said, "Hey man, my favorite band's coming to town, and I wonder in their day off what they're doing. Like if I just and hey, like we got this great, incredible venue, like with the sun setting. What would happen if I just called Taylor up and said, hey, would you be interested in playing this venue?" So, anyways, we got a little bit of a nibble from their manager, Ashley, and she was like, hey, this fucking thing is really cool. This does seem like something we'd be interested in, like, if it was, like, pretty low-key. And I was like, you know what? Well, yeah, we'll make it low-key, as if, like, I would do anything low-key. But, we get a little bit of a nibble from the Arkells, and I call my sister up. I'm like, hey, I think we might have the Arkells come and play this rooftop. So I end up calling back from the other day when we did the So Far Sounds concert. I called this young guy, John, up, and I'm like, John, hey man, I might have this fucking huge band come and play. Would you be interested in coming and playing like a little opener? And he was head over heels, and he was like, hell yeah, bro, I'd love to. So I'm like, holy fuck, we gotta kind of scramble the jets here. And so I need like bartenders, I need fucking stage and equipment and shit. And I'm like, and then the day before the concert, I'm walking through Soho and like on the phone with this bartender telling him about the drinks and how I want them served and everything. And this girl comes up to me and taps me on the shoulder, and she goes, hey, are you like some concert promoter or something? And I'm like, no, I'm not a concert promoter, but I am throwing a concert. Do you want to come? And she's like, no, I don't want to come. I want to sing. And it turns out she's like this like diva pop star chick who was opening for Coldplay on their stadium tour. And she's like, yeah, I'm like looking for cool shit to do. I would love to come and play your concert. So I was like, okay, wait a second. What the fuck? Now I have like this young indie band, Soapbox. I have this diva chick, Layla Perry, who is like going to sing some fucking songs. And I have the fucking Arkells coming to play this show. And I'm like, holy fuck. So, I mean, up until then, it was still like kind of in negotiation stage with Arkells. And I was like, fuck, I don't know if they're going to play. And I booked like a full-on fucking roadie group to come and like set up this fucking set, with like lights and real mixers and like a real person and shit. So even up until the day of the concert, like I paid like $5,000 for these people to come and set all this shit up. And it was like, still wasn't really sure if it was like gonna happen or not. So anyways, the day of the concert, we like set up with all this roadie and shit. It was just crazy because it was like the actual night, once we got everything set up, it went so fucking well. The Arkells were like the coolest fucking dudes. They were the first ones there, last ones to leave. It was rocking all night. John and his girlfriend destroyed. Layla was like the biggest diva of all time, like such a cool like pop star vibe. The sun was setting. It was perfect. We had like 100 of my friends there, and we ended up putting out some disposable cameras throughout the night and had all these people like snap pics, like disposable pics throughout the night. And maybe I'll just end it by saying like that the night went incredible. We're gonna do it again. And one of the reasons why I do this stuff is because, like I said earlier, I own this company that makes non-alcoholic seltzers, which is really just like a sophisticated seltzer for people who don't drink. And I think one of the things that's really important is showing that non-alcoholic drinks belong in the same space as alcoholic drinks. Like there's no pressure anymore. Like, especially in New York where you're like drinking a lot. It shouldn't fucking matter, like if you're going to a concert or not. But anyways, the thing went incredible, and I'll just leave it at that with like, here's a bunch of the disposable fucking pictures that everybody took through the night. It was awesome.